There was a time when I was in my ex relationship then. There are days that I keep thinking and thinking and thinking. And I was able to narrow down into three different types of women we have. In fact, surprisingly, the category I fall under kept making me laugh because I was practical and I kept thinking and thinking that I was able to narrow down. And I got to realize that there are three types of women, and I want you to work with me here. The first one is the elegant woman. The elegant women are the ones that have lived their life over the fact that if something does not serve me, then I just have to make away with it. They live their life on standards, on rules, on regulations, on norms, on perspective that has to do with their entire growth. The elegant women are the ones that have lived their life through the fact that everything that should be around them should be working towards their goals. And if something keeps draining their energy, they let it go without looking back. They are the ones that keep stepping up the ladder without considering the obstacles and the steps it takes. They might not have gone through different life the hard way, but they believe that they need to always be stepping up higher and higher over their life or through their life. Then the second woman is a woman in her prime. A woman in her prime, they are this woman that have gone through challenges of life. They have been able to go through life in a very difficult way, and those difficult circumstances are shaping the way they see life as a whole. And because of that, they have decided to use their own story as stepping stone to build their wealth, their belief, their perspective about everything that has to do with their life. Then the third woman is an ordinary woman. They don't really have ideas of their own. They just live life as it comes. They go through the journey without having a particular concept of where they want to be in the future. They don't really have a say about anything. They are just there to follow the rules, norms, guidelines of the society. And I questioned myself, which category do I fall under? I fall under a woman in her prime. I have gone through life in different ways that have helped me challenge my belief and shaping my thoughts through my journey. I am not an elegant one because I was not born with a silver spoon and I don't have the luxury to do a lot of things at my leisure from tender age. Well, that might not be your story, but obviously that is mine. And of course, I am not an ordinary man. I don't just take in people's ideas and opinion because I have the mind of my own to think and deliberate on. And as an elegant woman, a woman in her prime, I have noticed that being a woman that has gone through life in different ways, especially the hard ways, they have been able to use this as their energy, as the force driven that is making them to pursue their goals, their careers, their dream in the world. And that has actually contributed a major significance to the growth we are seeing today. This video is going to be an extension of where we stopped in our last video, mindset as a woman. So, being a woman in her prime, I got to realize that having the right mindset is not just enough to an extent because you are obviously going to be checked at a point in time. But narrowing down this mindset into distributed channels is what will actually make it more beneficial to you, especially when you are going through different journey and phases in life that keep checking your mindset into thinking if you're actually progressing or you are not. Do you want the in-depth of this video? Keep watching to the end. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mina, and on this channel, I make videos on woman empowerment, growth development, and thriving as a woman that has gone through life obstacle in different ways. And on this channel, I make videos on weekly basis so you and I can thrive through my newly found growth. So let's get straight into this video. Today, we are going to be talking about different mindset shifts you should have as a woman. I talked about the three types of women we have earlier, and I believe talking about these three types of women, they carry different mindsets, they carry different perspective, and they carry different belief. Though I have been able to talk about the two major mindsets we have as a woman, is in my next video. If you haven't, I will link it in the description below, and I'm going to be posting it somewhere here. I got to realize that successful women set big goals, goals that are even bigger than their imagination, goals that are bigger than where they are coming from, goals that are bigger than whatever it is that has happened to them. They are able to set these things and live up to this goal because they believe in their possibilities. They believe in what they can do. They believe in what they can become. They believe in that future that is yet to come. And that is because they are able to build series of mindsets along the journey. Not that they are not going to be facing obstacles and situations along the line, just like I have listed the elegant woman, the ordinary woman, and a woman in her prime. Not that the elegant woman does not actually face challenges. Not that a woman in her prime does not also have challenges, but they have been able to build series of mindsets through these challenges and obstacles whenever they arise, so that it does not keep them off the rail of becoming the woman they actually want to be. One of the most important mindset you should have as a woman is resilience mindset. Just like the knowledge and the concept we have in our secondary school days, resilience is just like building energy to be able to withstand pressure. It is the tendency for you to be able to withstand things without getting tired or being worn out. Truly, life can be daunting, and you're going to be going through phases that is going to be extremely difficult. Just like when I left my ex relationship with two kids there, I had a very tough time feeding my two kids morning, afternoon, night, not to mention putting them through school. There are days that I'm going to starve to sleep. There are days that I'm going to cry to sleep. There are days that I'm going to wake up the next day without having any tangible thing to offer my two kids, or not even something I'm going to be offering myself to make me go through the day. But through this journey, I was able to understand that if I am not able to withstand this pressure, it is difficult now, obviously. It is hard for me to go by, obviously. I am hungry, definitely. My kids are not feeling fine. Of course, there is no denial in that. But for the fact that I am able to withstand that time, I am able to go through that time, I am able to work, even with the fact that I am hungry and there is nothing in my belly. And after the whole of that period, things started getting better. Rather than me running back into the marriage I left because I was scared, I was afraid, I was hungry, I decided to build a resilience through the journey. And this is one of the reasons why most of the women that goes through separation keeps running back and are always very, very scared of leaving their marriage. They don't have the resilience. They can't contain. They can't withstand pressure. I am not telling you to leave your marriage because you have the world to build pressure around whatever it is, but I am telling you that if you're certain that that is the choice you want to make, and you know that the marriage is not serving you the way you actually want it to be, there is no harm in saying no and stepping out of a marriage that does not serve you. And when you step out, make sure you are stepping out for the right reasons and you don't go back. Except you have vital, convincing, most important, and accommodating, convincing reasons to step back into the marriage you left. Resilience is the way you withstand pressure, even for the fact that it is not easy, with the fact that you don't even know what to do with your life the next morning. But for the fact that you have a particular goal, you have a reason and a purpose that made you step out of that marriage, then resilience is very important. And that is what will take you through the very difficult and hard times. Instead of you running back, you will be able to push forward, pull through those times that feel difficult. And I can tell you, my dear sis, that this time is not going to be a journey of 1 month. It's not going to be a journey of 2 months. It's not going to be a journey of 3 months. It can take years. But the earlier you are able to build your resilient mindset and look forward into what you're actually trying to build with your life, the earlier is going to stop being difficult. As a woman, the next mindset under the growth mindset you should have is adaptability mindset. What do I mean by adaptability? When I left my ex-husband, then we're living in room and parlor flat. Obviously, if you're in Nigeria, you understand what I mean. Bedroom, living room, kitchen, toilet, and a little bit of space called veranda and the likes of them. I had to move down with my sister that was staying in the house structure I mentioned just now, room and parlor self-contained. I had to stay in the living room with my two kids. My sister was using a bedroom. And obviously, I could not live with some of my things. I was sleeping on my children's bed. We have a long student mattress and a medium size for my younger son. The three of us would sleep on that bed on the floor. After a week or two, I started having body pain because the foam is flat, is not actually for a grown up like me. That is one. And secondly, I don't have money, I don't have a job. So there is nothing I can actually put on the table for us to feed on. We were hungry. Third. And again, Living with someone, you know how it can be, especially when the space is not really accommodating and containing, the situation around it, it's just like you are shifting your entire lifestyle to fit into somebody else's. But do you know what I did? It was difficult, yes. I was not actually enjoying the place, at least to an extent, because it was not the way I actually have been living over the years. Not that the place is not exciting to be, but you can't actually compare what it will feel like when you are in a space of your own to you being in a space of somebody else. After that, no job. I started searching for job, going back and forth, going to work, not feeding, not eating. It was practically very, very difficult. But what I did was that I had to adapt to the situation. I had to adapt to the fact that this is where I am. This is where I have to live. I'm having body pain. Oh, yes, what can I do? I can't sleep on the floor. I don't have a bigger bed. I just have to manage with my kids sleeping on this bed for the time being. I don't actually like me going back and forth, packing the bed space, shifting if I want to sew, moving the table here and there. But I just have to adapt. When we step into a particular phase of our life that has to do with real growth, real changes in life, there is going to be pressure. And this pressure is going to scare the hell out of you, making you think that you are making the wrong choices. Rather than me running back into the marriage because I am not finding comfort where I am, I adapted to the situation with the thought and the fact that there are better days to come and I left for a reason. Adapting goes a long way. I am not saying, I can understand that we are human. Truly, we try to contain every situation. Some will even come to you, manage your ex-husband. Is this? I'm not preaching that to you. Please, nobody should come to the DM and put in comments that I'm not saying here. But what I'm telling you is that sometimes when you're adapting for the good cause and understand fully well while you are subjecting yourself to go through that phase. I understood that I left for a reason. It has not been easy and it is not going on easily. But I just have to adapt and come down to the level I have found myself because I am trying to build something that is worthwhile, that will even take me out of where I am presently. Adapting, not adapting is just like you are denying yourself the internal peace you should be feeling about what you are going through. Even after you leave, you might be thinking that you can practically get another job, or there is a particular career you think you are going to have, probably after getting to wherever it is you want to stay after your divorce or breakup. You thought you are going to be getting a job, you'll be getting your work, and things will go on fine. I can tell you that things will definitely not go on fine immediately, but you just have to adapt. Face forward and laser your focus onto the dream and that future you really want to see in yourself. The next mindset you should have as a woman is elevating mindset. Oh my god, tell me about what it feels like if you have had the experience of getting separated with kids. Please, I would love to read your comments below. In fact, most times you go to work, you come back, and you even see your kids in a state that you don't like or you can't comprehend. Obviously, somebody that is not the mother of your kids or the father of your kids can't treat your kids exactly the way you really want them to be treated, at least to an extent, not outside love. I mean, but it gets to a point that you keep working just like I did. I had to work hours from 7 to 7 every day, going through when it was even fasting period. I was very exhausted, getting lean, getting dark without eating, and the cycle keeps continuing. But I started having another thought in my mind that am I actually doing the wrong thing? Why do I have to go through all this pressure again? It is not easy. Before I feed the kids, send them to school, their school fees, and the likes of them. It is not going on too fine. But I got to realize that the more I keep thinking about that, the more weaker I get. The more it weakens my body, it weakens my soul, it weakens my mind. The only antidote I was able to give myself was to keep elevating myself that I shouldn't forget I left for a reason. I shouldn't forget there is a purpose why I'm here. I shouldn't forget this is not where I'm going to be for the rest of my life. I shouldn't forget there are better days to come. I shouldn't forget that there is a future I'm trying to build. I shouldn't forget that all this I am going through now is just a phase. And when this phase eventually passes, What I am thinking about right now is what will take me to the next phase of my life. If this phase eventually pass, what is that phase I want to see? Is it while I'm here or when I'm not here? And what I'm thinking about right now, will it actually take me to where I want to be later? That is elevating mindset. I started shifting my focus into the fact that I am tired, truly, but I am human too, and I'm allowed to wallow in myself. Because I am tired does not mean I can't achieve it still. Because I am tired does not mean I cannot do it. Because I am tired does not mean I am subjected to everything that is happening to me. There is still a way I can change and rewrite my story, and that is why I am here. I am here to build that thing that will rewrite and change my story. I am here to help me build a better future and tomorrow so that I won't remain here for the rest of my life. That is elevated mindset. And that is what every woman should have. You are not going to be there forever. And what you are doing now is what will tell you later, what will reveal to you later, what will happen to you in the nearest future to come. In fact, you get to realize that at this point, you'll be having series of men approach you. Men below your standards, men you don't even like to hear from, men that you keep thinking that if not in the situation I am in, how would I have even come in contact with you? To God who made me, why am I so cheap? Why does this man keep coming to me? Why does people keep offering me this kind of job? Because I'm a single mother and the list is endless. But you being able to pull yourself back up, giving yourself that path and contented mindset that you can achieve it, you are still on the right path. You can laser your focus, and everything that is happening for a reason. That is how you build your elevated mindset. That is what will keep you moving and thriving even through the hard times for you to be able to see the best that is yet to come. The next mindset as a woman is independent mindset. I remembered in my last some of my conversation with my ex-husband, I was sharing with him that I have the idea of this book and it's going to be titled The Independent Woman. Though I'm still working on the book, yes, I am. And I was like, the independent woman indicates that a woman shouldn't be restricted to bearing children alone, but she should also be able to find happiness within herself that she can call home. Not because she does not want to be submissive, but she also needs to be a whole before she can take part in anything that needs that full concentration in life. Then my ex said, that is total bullshit. I am never against the fact that a woman should not have a man. I don't have any issue, I don't have any big deal in a woman not being under the influence of a man. But that does not mean she has to live for that alone. That does not mean she can't find happiness within herself. Whatever is going to take a full concentration, attention in life, she also needs to be a whole to be able to take part. You can't give what you don't have. A woman being independent does not mean she's not submissive, but depending on what you define submissive to be. Because I've noticed that different men with different thoughts and ideas about submission in the world of a woman. A woman can be independent or should be independent. You should be able to go through your own life at your own pace, making decisions for yourself without the influence of a third party. Your decision for me is just going to be a perspective. It is not going to be the general concept about my idea. You have your own idea. I do for mine too. And I should be allowed to be able to reason and think deeply about my idea so I can pick from yours if it is going to be beneficial to me or not. And if I don't pick from yours, it shows I don't need it because I am fully aware and enough to be able to contain mine. The independent mindset is what will be able to make you take decisions at your own will, understanding that you are making the right choices without somebody else's influence, making you understand the fact that you are within yourself to be able to contain yourself and make the right decisions. You can do and you can be more. You are independent. Nobody should be able or nobody should dictate to you what you should do with your next life or your next step. You can obviously listen to them, even if it is your partner. It's just there to give you your perspective, not that you are going to be dictating to me exactly the way I want to live my life. Though you might tell me something that has to do with me until I'm able to understand or settle with the mind that surely you have a point. But if I don't still understand that you have a point in what you're saying, then I shouldn't be subjected to listening to you blindly. Because there are so many women out there without their own mind. They don't have mind of their own to think. They don't have mind of their own to reason. They don't have mind of their own to be able to acknowledge the fact that they are more than enough to make decisions for their life. And that's why most of these women are being maltreated, misdirected by different men out there. Independence boils down to self reliance, your self respect, self indulgence, self acceptance, understanding the fact that you are more than enough. Your self being is more than capable to take a lot of things, and you are more than enough to achieve whatever it is you put your mind to. You have your own judgment to carry, you have your own perspective. You are independent within you. You don't depend on anybody for anything. Truly, I can understand that. Well, sometimes in the areas of women's world, there are still some aspects that you need the influence of a man, but that should not be your primary focus. That should not be the central focus or the central idea of your being as a woman. Being independent will help you building that your strength, acknowledging the fact that you can actually rely on yourself and depend on yourself for anything that has to happen. So you'll be able to take full responsibility of your life. Even if anything should happen to your life that is going the way you don't want, having independent mindset will be able to help you acknowledge the fact that you are in full control over your life and you can take decisions to make your life turn around. Next mindset is abundance mentality mindset. Wow. Tell me about when I was struggling, I was battling, I was fighting within myself that why did I stop going to school because of marriage? I can't go back to school again. I was thinking. But I never knew I can actually go back and take in courses just like I am doing presently. Because I was thinking then that that's just it. I've had it to the peak. There is nothing more. But we need to understand that there is abundance. There is no limitation to what you can do. People are out there doing what you want to do, but that does not mean when you go out there, you won't find your own spot. You will find your own plan over and over and over again. You will find people that will support you over and over and over again. Just like you are going to be seeing people that will hate you over and over and over again. Abundance mindset is going to be helping you see that success can go around. Not even can go around. Success will go around for whoever is willing to look for it, for whoever is willing to work for it. Happiness is free. Love is free, and everything comes from within. Whatever it is you want to do, there is abundance of everything everywhere. Except you're not putting your mind to it. You are sad because a man let you down. What happened to other men out there? Does that mean you can't find another man better than him? Of course, hell yes, you can. You are sad because you don't probably have a child. Yes. What happened to all those children that don't have a mother or a father? Can't you pick one of them and be the mother? As simple as it is. You are sad because you lost a job. What happened to other job out there? Does that mean your career has to be in that particular field alone? Your career is just like a garden. It can contain numerous flowers as much as you can plant. So what is the point? You are sad because you got a call that probably something is not working again. What happened to all other things that actually want to work for you? And if one thing is not working, that indicates that something else is about to work. If one thing should stop working now, it indicates that something else is preparing your mind, is coming to attach itself to you so that something else can work. I have gotten to realize that having abundant mindset will help you to see that when something is not working, it's not that it is not working for you, not just that. It is not working for you because it is not meant for you. Because something else is supposed to be meant for you that you are supposed to be attracting. Not you wallowing and keeping calm on what is not working. Haven't you noticed? If you're pursuing something and it's not working, fine, you've tried multiple times and it keeps going back. Have you tried pursuing something else? You failed on this one. the second one, the third one, that still does not stop you from pursuing it. That still does not stop you from pursuing something else until you keep trying and trying and trying, making those different trial. Then obviously one would definitely stick that you will even appreciate better than other ones. Have you tried to listen to people's success story about how they were able to find their own path and career in this life? Sometimes you wish for something. Just like when I was 19, I was so happy. I was really, really happy that I was contented that I already have a family at an early age. I had two kids already at age 23 that I can nurture for the rest of my life. That was my goal. But when it stopped working, it is because there is something I am meant to pursue that I did not pursue. What will work for me is that I have been destined to have those kids at that particular age of my life. That is the only thing that has worked there. And that is just it. And when that stopped working, it opened my thoughts, my idea into thinking that there is more to my life. I am abundant. I can become anything. I carry the energy. If I don't release the energy into the universe, it won't come to me. I set it, I forget it in the hands of the universe because I believe I can have two things. It is either it works or it does not work. If it works, all well. If it does not work, something else will obviously work. Sometimes you wish for something, and at the end of the day, you realize that that thing you wish for is not going to give you a lasting happiness. Just like I wished for marriage years back, and here it is now. Abundance mindset will enable you to have a broadened scope of mindset and thoughts and belief with the belief that you are more than capable to build whatever it is you wish to build, and you can make anything come into reality. There is possibilities, there are opportunities, there are ways, multiple ways that the same success can be achieved. There are multiple ways that you can achieve that your dream and that's your career without following the path of others. You have the same chances towards success just like everyone else. The next mindset you should have as a woman is empowerment mindset. Have I mentioned to you that I actually learned sewing from YouTube? I went to sewing class just for the space of like 2, 3 months because obviously my ex-husband was not happy that I had to do those mania and local sewing around the area, so I stopped going. But I actually want to sew. I want to be able to produce clothing myself. I want to be able to look at my sewings and appreciate what I have. And what happened? Instead of me stopping because I could not get somebody to teach me, I started focusing on teaching myself. I empowered myself. Nobody's going to do that for you. I was able to get machines out of my money that I was saving. I was able to register the business name, which I have started with this year, a few months back, the brand A-Meenah Jilbab and Costume. I'm going to be linking my Instagram page down below. If you like modest outfits, as a lady and woman, I can guarantee you quality and quantity with affordability check. Check the link in description below. And I can tell the channel is actually growing gradually and there are little changes here and there. I had the mindset that I can still build myself again, even without a certificate. I can still do, though I'm restricted to go for physical class, why don't I just take online classes? Why don't I just learn from the corner of my room? Why don't I just invest in the little knowledge I have carried and build on it? There are so many people that have never been to a physical sewing class school and they are making millions of naira. There are even people that don't even know how to sew a simple inner wear and are millionaires and billionaires in the fashion industry today. So what is stopping me? Empowerment mindset means you can empower yourself. If nobody is giving you a tap at the back, my dear sis, give yourself that tap. Because at the end of the day, they are not the one that will be benefiting from that accolade. You are going to be the one to carry the appreciation. You should be able to allow yourself get inspired within you. I can tell you it is not easy. It is not an easy journey having that mind every time, but you just have to be able to contain yourself as need me. Empowerment mindset. Have that belief that even if the world is turning totally against you, you are going to be facing yourself. And even when the world is turning against you, that is even better because that is when you should be able to prove to the world that you can actually do it. Empowerment mindset is one mindset every woman should have, regardless of where you're coming from. People would not want to support you, especially when you're coming from a story of, I'm a single mother, I did this, I want to leave my marriage, I'm this. People would definitely go against you, my dear sis. Yes, they will. But you should be able to empower yourself. Give yourself that brace and step up. Make yourself that picture, that identity that when people look at later, they are going to be seeing and they are going to be seeing real sense in what you have actually built. There is a video I watched this popular YouTube Danko, and it said when you're trying to build a dream, when people don't support you, that is even better because you will be able to put in extra work so that others will see later that you're building something worthwhile. And I think I love that. When people don't support you in your dream, that's better because they won't see where you're going. You are the only one that would see. And the less people see, the better for you to be able to focus and concentrate. I empowered myself through sewing. I empowered myself to write. I empowered myself to start YouTube channel and do some empowerment programs and trainings for people. And here I am today. As a woman, you need to build your empowerment mindset. Next mindset you should have that is very important is the what mindset. It got to a point that I'm not even confident in my own skin. I thought I'm not meant to have good things. I don't deserve it. I'm this, I'm that. My body was not even in cohesion. Like I had a very rough, trampled skin that is just something else. But that was lowering my self-esteem. I could not present myself out there to people in my own color. I was living in denial. I was living in frustration. I was not happy at all because I lack worth, self worth. This is a rough 500 naira. This is a neat 500 naira. If the sell vegetable for 500 naira in the market, it's going to buy the same vegetable with the same money. But the difference is just that one is newer than the other. But you know, the beautiful thing is that the one that is appearing newer has never gone through the difficulty that the one that is appearing older has gone through. That is the advantage and the opportunity you have over others. You have gone through something that people have never been through. Not even never been through. The way you have been through your own situation differs from the way somebody else has been through theirs, and that is giving you more advantage over them. You are you. You are still you. I'm a mother of two. That does not mean I can't marry a single guy eventually. Obviously, maybe when I'm ready to get married, which I don't even know for now. But that still stuff does not stop you from becoming you. I wanted to sew after having two kids. I don't even know where to start from. Everything is just confusing. But being a single mother does not stop me from building that dream I have been working on, I have been dreaming of for years. Being a divorcee does not stop me from getting good jobs. And if you don't give me a better one, I can obviously create a better one for myself. And that is why I am trading on this path. Rather than sharing my story with people that are not even willing to help me, why don't I contain my story within me and share it to those that is going to help? Then I also build a stream of income for myself. You don't have to live in denial of yourself. You are you. No matter what the world has to offer, you are still you. Why don't you accept you? Do you, leave you, and forgive you? Because no matter how much you try to make changes, there are still going to be areas where you're going to go wrong and do mistakes. So, because of that, you carry your own words. You have your value to show. And by the time you start projecting yourself out there, you are going to attract your own clan, your own type of people again that will appreciate every energy you embody inside yourself. And that is your word. You carry it, you wear it every day. Don't be afraid. After I got separated, I was even ashamed of telling people I was a single mother, but I realized that that actually sabotaged me. That kept me hidden for months before I was able to unleash myself. It got to a point I was like, I'm a single mother, and so what? I don't care. If you think about me like this, that is your problem. My problem is that I want to see myself grow and thrive through my own journey. So that shouldn't be a major concern to me. Your words, very important as a woman. You are worthy of deserving every good thing life has to offer. You are worthy of every good thing life has to offer. You are worthy of that dream you have dreamt about. You are worthy of achieving that story, that success story you crave for. Those that are millionaires and billionaires are thriving through their journey, that have been able to rise through their challenges. Those women in their prime, those elegant woman. I'm not talking about ordinary woman this time. The elegant woman and a woman in their prime. They don't carry 10 heads. The only difference is that they know their worth. They appreciate their worth. You don't have to take in all objections because you're trying to fit in. While trying to fit in when you can obviously stand out. You are you. And that what you carry is meant for you to live on. Cultivating a healthy mindset is your one way ticket to achieve whatever it is you set your mind at, especially as a woman. And I hope this video has been able to show you at least the most important mindset you should have as a woman and how all these things can affect your life as a whole. And in addition to this video, I was able to come up with rule breaker mindset that I was able to energize. In fact, energize, yes, because I absorbed all these things within me. And over the months, over the years, I realized that these words became a part of me. And as I remember them to say them, it was actually helping me to shift my perspective. And that is what I'm going to be sharing with you in my next video. I actually read some of these mindset shifts, talks, and notions from different people. I read them from different books, and eventually I realized that this can actually be called rule breaker mindset for women. This mindset shift and talks will enable you to shift your subconscious mind into the internalization that there is nothing you set your mind on that is not possible. So in my next video, I'm going to be sharing with you some rule breaker mindset you should have, and I hope I'm going to be making a document that you can easily download from this video. That is, having this document at your go-to can actually help you summon the courage whenever they need me, or probably when you feel you are running low on fuel concerning your growth mindset. You can use that to elevate your mindset. Until I see you in my next video. Bye.